Good morning and a what-do once again. Yeah, I know this is a little bit unexpected, but I wanted to make up for yesterday's hassle. So I couldn't just, allow what was of yesterday to be considered the stream because as anyone would probably say, that would not make for anything. So, yeah, I decided I wanted to consider this day as a bit of a makeup. Now, I know this doesn't follow along the times that I have listed on my schedule commands, so completely ignore that for now. So, at least wanted to make of a good stream session for this sake. And oh goodness, Mariah. So yes, in case anybody's wondering, yeah, once again, it is the little brat, my little brat, I should say. Well, anyway, before anything else, I'm gonna switch this over to the main screen just so that I can continue off from where I left off. And as always, in the kitty cam, oh, crap, I actually forgot about that. Yeah, so if those can probably assume, yeah, that is a veto tube. I've also used that in order to also showcase some of my PNGs and such, whatever. Let me do something about this window because it's kind of in the way. There. Just so I can kind of, you know, manhandle. I can do multitasking a little better. I mean, I kind of want to have this, music playing, but I'd rather have the in-game music, so I'm just gonna turn that down just slightly. I also wanted to make sure that I included a little bit of that charm, or a little familiar charm with such. All right, let me just turn that back on. There. Now, in my opinion, it's probably a little too low. Well, okay, I can adjust the master volume. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I can do it. Yeah, I'm just testing audios. I feel like this is good. And if I did correcting, well, I mean, you guys are able to let me know that, right? Right. All right, but anyways, I want to continue on the last session, and this time properly give the the session as it's worth. Right where I left off at. And yes, you can already say that I'm going to do some impressions. So, regardless, I'm going to do, what I got to do. All right. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Oh, right. I got to use the there. Look at into the crackle. I had this down last time and I'm messing up already. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, you will leave with your life. No. I did that before. Will you leave with your life? The dyslexia is really kicking in. And you can see how I'm trying to keep myself maintained with the kitty, as well as minding her from, doing something. Well, you love the attention. Okay, fine. Multitasking time. Ready for this, folks? All right. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimal. Our other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob their beauty sleep. Yes. Ready? No, ready. And away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that it might. No. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. This is how I can multitask. This is literally how I'm multitasking. You are. All right, let's do this. Metal music. Yeah, that's right. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. And I guess I have to do this regardless. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Well, last time I was trying to choose Wraith, and I never had the chance to actually fully choose that guy because, well, the OBS decided to have a little bit of a hiccup. Well, maybe not a hiccup. I guess I would more say it just simply crashed. But I'm still choosing the choice because I haven't really got over to this guy as much. So I may as well give him a little bit of like, Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. But look at this guy. He is just happy. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay. Don't laugh. Promise? I don't think that's a funny joke. I think that's just something that becomes, related to everybody. But if you have that a lot, then I can comfort you too as well. I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. That's actually really good. I mean, bells and chimes. It's not really that pleasant for me to listen to. I mean, I like the sound of rain. And I also like the sound of just a bit of rustling sound, the trees. So if you have a bit of that, the rustling trees and the rain, combine that together and you got something that's very therapeutic. I guess another way of saying it is a very sensational effect. So that's my way. I'm not going to say that that's for everybody, but hey, if it works for you, I mean, it works for you. Also, I'm not wanting to make a comment about this, but I just happen to realize the double punctuation. So we got the comma followed by the period just after keeping you up. So, not want to point that out, but I thought that was funny. Like what? No, like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we could hear coming from beyond the mountain? Wait, there's a mountain? Wait, did I not pay attention to the artwork to not see a mountain in this? I think I didn't see that. Huh. If that's a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. A chess piece? It's a nut. And my mascot is a unicorn. So this would be fitting. It's a knight. They're brave. No, it's a knight. They're brave. Like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. No, you are. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleeping feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Sleep paralysis? Oh no. Darkness overtakes you. Oh crap, I didn't want to double take that. See, I was trying to prevent that from doing that with the mouse, and I did that with the spacebar. Because, Mariah, I'm trying to multitask here. Alright. I guess I'll just work with this is what I got. Because this is all I can do for now. Mariah! You attention-seeking little brat. Here, let's get a close-up of you right here. This is what she looks like when she's, getting the brush. Yep. That's it. She's just, hello, happy. Alright, now where was I? The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your heads. But this one is still undeniably odd. Oh, of course. The body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even Insomniac video game protagonist. Is that a certain reference? Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. I'm, concerned now what the ocean really means of that. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. What? Oh! Hi! Again. When you wake up, you find spirits sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh, shh. Clearly, she hasn't noticed that you're awake. Oh. Wait, is she minding me, or is she minding the paper? You know what? Never mind. Clearly, she hasn't noticed that you're awake. But she hasn't actually looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on the book. Oh, okay, I guess I didn't look at the rest of it. Look at me assuming. What? I already shushed! What do you mean? Well, anyways. Shh! Some way that sounds like hissing. I don't know why. It seems like forever that she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with Wraith. No, I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident. I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. That's what a tsundere would say. This was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. You and I are obviously mind of our own business types, not phony look out for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. Say that 5 times fast, goodness. But, well, since you're here and I'm here, I've always been here though. Maybe we've got other things in common, who knows? If we spend a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that. I don't know. We get along. And by get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. I know she's throwing hints at me. She doesn't want to admit it. Or not. Whatever. I don't even care. You're definitely throwing hints at me. You're jealous because I'm with Trapper. Oh, jeez. I mean, not to give little snarky talks, but I'm just saying I can tell exactly what you're feeling. You can't lie to me, girl. Even if this is story plot and prompts, whatever. She's definitely into me. Bye. Okay, take care. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. Finally alone. For real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully, you're not poisoned. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess I didn't think of that. Well, this is needed. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't. Oh, jeez. It is. It's one of those reality confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went. No. Oh, goodness. Mariah. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in a Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I have to say, oh, I do? Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewed by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than letting. No. Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place. But he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all time, major buzzkill. And Trapper. Oof, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? God damn. Well, that's something you didn't expect to hear out of that. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. And I'm as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge parts of this thing called life. If I'm to be honest, I just want to kill. No, wait. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even a few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. But for now, one false step and, well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron, the Chiron man. There we go. I said it right. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how things go. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not one of them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. Only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. Very big raised eyebrow concern. Also, just do one of these things just in case the kitties come by. Now let's see. You open your eyes. The sun shining. There is not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally rested. No, totally well rested. Well, I guess it doesn't matter how I say it. I mean, there's clouds in the skies. Okay, I do see what looks like mountains in the background, but those look like very large hills. Well, either way. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. You don't know me. I'm actually a 365% weirdo. You thank you very much. It has been a long time since I used that command. I'm amazed. Well, that's according to Stevie, my cat, but still, whatever. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. What is a dream anyway? Who is this Maria? Why am I getting out of line? Maria! I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least, they make it for a sexy bunch. I really paused. At least they make for a sexy bunch. No? Yeah, let's go with that. And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Oh no. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start in this incredibly day off, right? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind this joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows magicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Boo-hoo. Budgeting issues. Sure. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind. He left. Okay, now I'm probably to say that the game. Yeah, that game is. Hold on a second. I probably don't need to worry about that. Maybe more of just that. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I was just saying that it was like loud or such. Well, at least he bought me. No, at least he brought me a cup of. No, wait! Don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. It was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up reveal to not an eternal prison of pain. So is that the reason why Trapper is delayed? I get it now. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithm. Again with the fourth wall broken. Yeah, I've commented this enough times already. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can't we please move on? Yeah, I guess so. Hey, wait a minute. How did a possibly ominous... Sorry. Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? I might need this up for just in case. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of grave, I would like to say something of grave importance. I'm not going to read that part there, actually. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love, and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them a benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacation, is not easy to do. I think I may actually just do that on a few parts that I think would be a pretty funny thing to add on. I'm kind of thinking back as to what lines that I would like, to change. But otherwise, I think this will be a pretty interesting review of mine to give. Well, at some point, though. Sometimes there are some small bugs and inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they don't make good points, no. Even if they do make great points, but they can hear it. Since when? Huh? Nani? Jeez. Why are we constantly breaking the fourth wall here? This is like illegal right now. Well, that's okay. This is the artist's intent, correct? So, golly. Just roll with it. Oh, sure. They make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Actually, I'm going to say that indeed and agree. Yes, of course. Apologies, no. Oh, she's got an attitude. Yes, of course. Apologies, no. Look, I'm not just saying that because I want to be able to keep on going. I got a little bit of a time limit, sorry. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I'm not suspicious. There is no option. I'll just say it's really entertaining. How else could I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Oh, they loved it. Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Yes, please. Nope. No. Nope. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? You son of a gun. Fine. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate on a on a verbal contract stating that I will say anything. Never say anything negative about my stay here on the island. Because it's totally rad, dude. Perfect! Delightful! You know what? I've got the best excuse for this. Excellent. Smithies, everything is going according to plan. Yeah, I'm not changing the dialogue to that. Yes! Yes! Hey, no. It's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. And with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. I'm gonna have to probably put that into a hotkey so I can, toggle it back and forth if I have to. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here, like yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. That's a good thing. You gotta eat less and exercise more. That is the exact words of Crunch of Crash Nitro Kart, so that probably makes the most sense. Alright, you take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day, on a beautiful and mysterious island. So, what is this beautiful and mysterious island we're talking about? Hint, hint. I'm kidding. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Rapier stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. What? His day was not good? But you are doing a great job of narrating. How could you not be happy? I'll be honest. I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. No, good luck? Well, that was bizarre. Back to your nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. So we're just gonna go through each and every one of them before we finally have our meal? At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast too. Let me guess, Wraith? Oh, okay, Spirit. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Why would they not assume that the killers would come by? If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to my best not consistently annoyed self. And I thank you for that. Anyways, moving on. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. You go and do that. Guessing Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird. But like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? Oh man, didn't I already write my review in? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Well, brave of you, man. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy true-to-life experience. So you're saying to me that I'm just simply teasing them instead of just, giving them a little bit of a sort of hint of what was like yesterday? An explanation about, how thrilled you were at least without telling the detail? My dude. I don't know who you got these lessons from, but I don't think it was from Trickster. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I wonder if it had anything to do with him. Shame you didn't want to get any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Yeah, I think it was. Pretty well, likely. I also love how the Black Swan has the little spiked tail, referring to evil. That's kind of a nice touch. Before you get in, though, something catches your attention. Is it the duo peepers? You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much that it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all, yet you're in my head. So what does that tell you? Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. You already know what kind of scene they're drawing. Nah, I'm kidding. That wasn't actually the scene I was trying to draw up here. What I meant to say was suspicious. Yeah, I wanted to include that little scene because it was funnier. How does that feel? You know what? I take it back. And I give it point credit for me to do it again. Alright, I'll stop that now. But just seriously, why did they have to word it like this? Intense. Nice. Yeah. The director was so well on these words. I cannot believe... This... Oh, wait, no. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. They were fucking in the background. They don't want to tell us that they were fucking in the background, but they were. Dwight is panting, and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. And I could hear you, well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oh. Well, why do they say it so intensely and excitingly, though? Oh. I give you directors that, though. God damn it. Well, anyways. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. But wait, where's the blood marks on you? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna ask. We've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Up the ass? Ow. That would really hurt, alright? I mean, that's not the same as a hemorrhoid, but just ow. Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have a laugh. No, you don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know that all our entry runes and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, No-No. You're going to need it. Thank you? And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. You mean the narrator? Yeah, no promises. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. You're fired. You're fired. Get out of here. Actually, you know what? I'm already done with this shit. I'm just gonna... Hold on a sec. There we go. All right. Anyway, narrator, you made me. I'm so done with this. So done with this. Can't tell you otherwise. Just have yourselves a nice day, everyone. Narrator ruined everything, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm disappointed with him. Very cringed, overturned, and everything. Disgusted. I want to vomit everywhere. All right, let me just get myself back in. There. That's a little better. All right, but anyway. I really didn't like the lineup. It was very, very cringy. Very, very cringy. All right. Yep, you see? Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date. No, today you're on a date with you. So I don't know if I've ever told anybody about this gender bender artwork. Actually, you know what? Since I said that, I may as well show you guys this. Son of a gun. No. You can wait a second. I need to show off something. I also do need to make a few touches up somewhere, but I gotta show you guys this. This is a really neat art piece I made together. Check that out. Now imagine that right there in prompt. Literally it says, me and myself. So, how would I describe myself in a way that makes sense? All this carnage, this bloodshed, and yet waltzing. A very nice piece of work. Yeah, you could probably say it's AI, but I've done a lot of editing on this, so I've touched up on a lot of this, such as the blood work, the cinematic view, some of the line works on the cracked floor I had to fix. I had to fix some of the body shapes and whatnot, added the blood texturing, coloring work that needed a lot of adjustments here and there. And then, of course, last but not least, we also have this here thingy-mabob. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is all this work that I've done right here, this was literally done all by myself. Oh, yeah, I did a little touch-up here on the belt. So it's got my familiar sign in the fashion of this gender bender. Anyway, I wanted to show that one off because I thought it was pretty neat. So that's another way of me implying me and myself. Oh, right, I gotta do this voice. You know what, actually, I'm gonna add a keybind to this one. Hold on a second. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Okay, I had to figure out my hotkeys for a sec. But anyway, where was I? Oh, frick. Oh, it doesn't work like that when I'm in the game? Well, poop. Who would make the first move? Really? I'm just rolling with it. And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's... Hey babe, breakfast was weird, huh?
everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And that blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. You're the one to talk! Okay, now that the guy is gone, and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and before I go into the next one, he once again goes into the fourth wall thing. Come on, dude. Like, I know you're making these scripts up like this intentionally, just for these sakes, and your only best excuse. Nope, another shadow. These peoples will not leave you alone. This is what I'm talking about. You're doing this intentionally. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good thing about us. Hi! Sorry if this is, too forward, but, do you want to get out of here? I know a place it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that his rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave, asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, the Huntress interjects. Hey, just wanted to give you a chance to head up. No. Hey, just wanted to give you a chance to head out with me to this cute beach house instead of wherever this guy is going to take you. He'll probably read you some poetry and force you to learn about Petrov's chest defense. I mean, if you want to learn about some other Russian myths, I've got you covered. Does she mean? I think it really has something to do with the axe, but I don't know. I'm talking about Baryana, the traditional Russian folk dance. You all have to mind your, no, you have to mind your, no, wait. You all have your minds in the gutter. And if I'm honest, I love it. Tough choice. Your way of options quickly, because you can only go on a date. No, you can only go on one date today. You also don't. Wait. Because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked into pieces for saying the wrong thing. Just in case, because I'm kind of worried. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemon, you squeeze them in the eyeballs. I'm kidding. You make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Well, okay, plot twist. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be? Out of everyone I've spent time with, I've managed to spend time with Wraith last night. And so I feel like Huntress has been the least that I've hung out with. So you know what? I'm going to see what happens when I go towards the Huntress. It's probably the wrong option, but I'm going to try it anyway. I gotta go with Huntress. Whee! Okay, this isn't so bad other than the, boarded up windows and whatnot. You and Huntress make your way to a secluded beach house. Your heart thrums in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real word, I swear. Are these nerves of excitement or terror? Isn't it fun to mix sexy and the horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. Well, if you actually played DVD, you would think otherwise, but you know what? Doesn't matter. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscle and silent leaps across thorny bushes. Oh, across thorny brush. Well, anyway. Oh, shit, I'm surprised she hasn't got him snagged on anything. Oh well. She halts suddenly, and you crash into her, having been desperately trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you arrive. A cabin in the woods. Obligatory in nearly all horror films and stories. You come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. Oh, you're welcome. The cabin is cozy. Something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Huntress stares at you through her bunny mask, cocking her eye to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you gonna invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? Oh, damn. I forgot the Russians had the little vampire story. My bad. No. Well, I do know a vampire, a vampire princess. She's my sister. A twitch sister. But anyway. Ew. Is it just me, or did Huntress seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of a fang, but hey, I don't judge. Was she looking for an excuse to hack me? Come in, let's explore. I know I'm somewhat doing a Mickey Mouse voice, but I couldn't think of any other voice to give her, like before. Well, whichever. Wow, look at this place though. You got seashells and trinkets, probably things that she's found on the beach, or they are from those that once were on the beach that she collected from them. Either way, you follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code, but it has a certain homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Oh, look at those glitters going on. She blushes. Indeed, she is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately from the foyer ceiling, and the collection of trinkets lines the mantel. I don't see the chandelier. Huh. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not from this mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. Hey, she's looking at you again.
What do you think of my collection?
It's so much. I'm more of a oh no. I'm not gonna try to turn her down. Because remember, the whole six of this is survival. I could learn to like this. I mean, that would just sound like I'm, rubbing her off of me instead. I'll just take it lightly and just say this is so much, as in she's done a lot of collecting through all her times here. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna lead that way. Are you a hoarder? Why do you need so many watches and umbrellas? Are those someone's reading glasses? They probably missed them. And keys? Goodness, the keys. It's a bit much, isn't it? Oh, that actually was the best option. I didn't expect that. Huntress lights up. She's excited that you know what all these random things are called. Oh, curiosity hits the... No, wait. Curiosity kills the bunny.
I so very badly want to know why humans carry around so many peculiar accoutrements. It is a bit much, which means I've got plenty to share. Here, take this.
A key. It gives you one of the precious shiny objects to keep. No one's gonna talk about how Huntress doesn't know what a key is, but does know the word. Yeah, she knows the word accoutrement, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, moving on. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many more goodies on this island. But first, what do you think of the other killers of the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have an interesting backstory and whatnot. A little gossip, huh? What are you playing at? Oh no? Just roll with it, okay? I'm trying to get to bribing. Huntress considers this for the beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You hope to never be in a splash zone when the explosive part emerges.
Why? Are you jealous?
I would say I was jealous. I was more of curious. Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms.
Ooh, lover boy.
You are not mad about it, but before you have time to enjoy this moment in... Oh my! Wait, are we in a Insert RPG mode, I think. Oh no! No, oh no! It's an attack! A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevice of the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you and Huntress in swarms, whacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? You know what? Just in case. Because I don't know if this is going to be a wrong answer. Grab a Shashka. I'm not even strong enough to pick it up, so I don't even know if that's going to work. Ride and run and hide? Like, I feel like that's the only option I can do. Shield Huntress and take my life out of it? Oh man, oh man, oh man. You know what? I'm gonna try to be a man. You quickly reach out and grab a Shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, You know that a shashka is a Russian sword, not an umbrella or a caracola or something else like that. Back to back with Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. Wow. You managed to slay the majority of killer crabs. The one you miss goes scurrying away back into the hidey hole. Huntress turns to you with a gaze full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, he looks away, suppressing this feeling. Is she nervous? She didn't expect I have a big girth. She didn't expect I had a big girth. Oh, God. I may not be able to handle a big sword that much, but I got a big sword somewhere else. Alright. Woo! Oh my word. Yeah. That was a need. Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy to not be in the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. What? Doesn't smile at your joke. She has that ponderous look on her face again. I wasn't making a joke. I was saying that would be for later. You join her on the couch. But I mean it. Crab for dinner? Please? Seafood is delicious. Try sushi. Yum yum. Okay, I guess the sushi has to be prepared a certain way, but still. Try that. Or crab meat. Just simply crab meat on a poo-poo platter. Anyways. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really get you thinking about what you want in life. I just realized how her left foot is. That is drawing to me. Drawing as in, you know, eye attending, you know. That was not a pun I was wanting to quote out, but since this is done by drawing, it makes sense. But I'm just saying, I've never seen a big toe. Anyways. Anyway, yeah. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? She wants to do the death by snoo snoo. Death by snoo snoo. Death by snoo snoo. Death by snoo snoo. Death. Anyways. Maybe one day with the right you know what? Yes, I like this idea. I mean, he's already been one of those beings who's kind of shown a little bit of a teaser. But the thing is, since we've only managed to get the start of this, I felt like, you know, trying to keep things, you know, one way and the other without trying to be direct over it would be the better idea. For the sake of survival, and that way I'm not likely to go, you know, one side choosing over this and then the others would try to, you know, kill me then afterwards. They'll just play it safe. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Exactly. Huntress smiles coyly. So she's satisfied of my answer. Only likely to think that one day I'll choose her. Well, we'll see. A good answer. You never know what kind of weirdos are out there. I will redirect you to my weirdo command. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna find out how much of a weirdo I am. Okay, I am 494% weird, but that doesn't change anything. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine this giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Huntress chuckles. Her laugh is quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive, then went back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me stories, and we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she was... No, I suppose I finally achieved what she always wanted from me, but since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful, it's warm, and everyone is so attractive. Like thirst traps galore. But don't you get the feeling that something is coming from us? She really wants me to do it. Oh no, she's on to you. But on to you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares. Visions of dark cloud. Wadedo and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypnosis. Quickly, validate her theory or try to push it off. Oh no. Do I got it wrong? I probably should have thought over that before I did what I did. Not really. I think I chose correctly. What? I don't feel that way at all. Everything is perfect here, and I know nothing. Nothing. Okay? Nice save. Wouldn't want to derail the mission you're on. Hey, you know what? I am correct of what I believe too. Maybe you haven't fooled her after all. Huntress looks at you with a snare of distrust. The newcomer doth protest too much. I'm just saying what I really said. You know what she's trying to say? She wants me to consider snoo. You're safe from the stress of being stared down by the ruthless Russian woman with a hatchet by... Wadedo and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement! But it needs to happen back to the... No. But it needs to happen back at the beach. Nice save then, right? You arrive at the beach and realize you were set up. There's no big announcement after all. What we have here is a good old-fashioned rivalry. Wait, what? It's true. Exactly like that voice that we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. You just admitted you can hear him. You dumb fuck. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They are here and ready to make you an offer of love you won't be able to deny. Rapper emerges from the Oh my word. This little bit. Hold on a sec. This actually makes it more pure. Just diluting out everything around you just to gaze upon this moment right here. Wow. It just makes it a whole lot better. All right, yeah, let's get the sound back in. I'll put it right to here. All right, now where was I? Trapper emerges from the water. Is he in slow motion? He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manly manliness brought to life. Also, was he holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue? That's commitment to a bit if I ever seen it. You know what? I give that guy a 5 out of 5. You said about reviews, right? I'm gonna give that one to him. Heard you've spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or better yet, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. Think of how cozy we can get there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that is half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear from the outside while watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Did you just say you would murder a pregnant polar? Oh my golly. Wow, Trapper is a real deal. And by real, I do mean really. And by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life. With me, you can get both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? Well, I'm glad that the bottle chose him in the first place, I guess. As if. You know what? I'm gonna do it for the sakes of my survival. It sounds amazing. I'm sorry, Huntress. Look, you try to rub off on me with Snoo Snoo. It sounds amazing. Why didn't you lead with all that fancy stuff yesterday? A life of brutal havoc, slaying underlings, being really rich and sexy? Easy choice, I choose you. You know what? I'm gonna make it as a tough decision. I was taken in by her statue frame at first, but I've started to believing that there's nothing behind those eyes. I don't say this lightly, but I'm changing path. I want to it just forced me to choose Trapper nonetheless. My dude, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. Ooh. What is this place? Look, we all make mistakes. Well, at least people like you do. I don't make mistakes. I'm perfect. Of course. The important thing is learning from them and correcting them the first chance we get so an angry man doesn't come and bash your brains in. Like me. No, wait. That's my job. Not that I would have done that. No. I'm more of a split you in half kind of guy. Very different from smashing. That's more Wraith style. Maybe, actually, I don't know. Anyway, here we are. My beautiful cave. The only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome. Please, make yourselves at home. But not really. This is my home. And don't you forget it. But please, relax. This is where I come to get away from those screams. To hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place, so long as no one arrives uninvited. I expect there'll be, two familiar names coming by sooner or later. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water. Far away. You understand? Assume it's a trap. Because it's a literal trap and I'll die? Because it's a literal trap and you'll die. I really love this guy. Well, no. I should say I really love this guy. That just sounds like now I'm working up over him. Oh, okay. The bottle chose him for me, so I guess I can say that. But anyway, I'm really knowing this guy very well. Is he just impressed that I managed to get a good response? No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly, though, stay away from that cave entrance. And don't ask me why. You got that? Don't tell me what the... Oh, can I ask... You know what? I'm just gonna comply. I understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. I am making such good choices, folks. Nope. Actually, you can't. Because at exactly this moment, Trickster Why? Why would you ruin this perfect moment? Narrator, you're fired. But I can't fire you because you're the narrator, but I want to fire you. Golly. Hello there, you sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. Why are you here? And I don't just mean in my secret spot. Why are you here on this island? Obviously, for the same reason we all are. I think, maybe. Actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. With two R's. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love. Same as you. No. Sounds like a legit reason. What part? So, what do you say, No? You want to find love with me? Ask why you should? Or tell her no? You know what? I'm gonna be bold with him. I don't care. Not interested, Trickster. And I demand that you leave this cave immediately. Why? He hasn't proven his worth. Oh, jeez. You're loyal to Trapper? That's probably not the direction I want to go. You know what? I'm gonna play it a little safe. I'm gonna lean towards Trapper nonetheless, but I just want to basically get this guy off of me. He has to prove his worth. Hey! That was... You know what? You haven't given me any reason to... Actually, I take it back. I like this answer. Do you want me to prove my worth? Yes. Yes. Trickster immediately attacks Trapper. They engage in a brutal fight. You hear metal clang. Bodies clash into walls. There is screaming. So much screaming. You feel the blood wash over you. But you don't know whose it is. Yours? Theirs? Everyone's? And why is someone singing? Unfortunately, you don't see any of this. Trickster knocked you over on the way to bull rushing Trapper, and your head got stuck in a spittoon. What a bummer. You finally get it off to see Trickster and Trapper standing toe to toe, chests heaving, separated after a massive clash, but clearly ready to finally sort out who is the toughest. But it doesn't matter. Trapper is furious you made him fight this pop star in the first place. I'm sorry, my dude. I know you're the best. Wait, can I cheer him on? Oh no. Short detent is to sacrifice this weakling as tribute to our battle for true dominance? Wait, what? Talking about murder in French, Trapper? I know I didn't come here to woo you, but you're making me think thoughts. Of course, let's do it. This is not an invitation to anything but battle, after Nono is dead. In a moment of rare cooperation, Trapper and Trickster unite to pick you up and toss you into the water. It seems they're quite happy to cease their fight until you've died. Oh. Well, I have died.
So I thought I was playing it safe. Well, I guess I'll try it again. Oh, gosh darn it. I guess I literally will have to shoo out the Trickster. Yeah, so stay away from the water. And it was a trap the whole time, so I went into the water and I died. And of course I will comply and understand. So in other words, instead of me, trying to say that I would be interested of Trickster if whatever, I gotta be very loyal over this guy. So anyway, I'm just gonna simply say to him, no. And the reason is because I'm loyal to Trapper. I chose Trapper for a reason. And that reason is, it's... Quick, think! You've got some decent options. The muscles, obviously. His moral statue. His can-do attitude. And by can-do, I mean can do several unspeakable acts of horror in a row without losing his breath. All good reasons. It's none of your damn business. Look at his face of disgust. And he's proud of himself. I could have just said because the bottle. I actually thought, the whole loyal thing, whatever. But then again, I'm not even in a site where Dwight and Claudette are, so I guess that would also make a lot of sense for me dying. Trickster, since you've probably never experienced it before, that's what loyalty sounds like. Please, do you have any idea what I've put my agent, lawyer, and personal stylist through? And they've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you want to know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping out the back of the cave, before slipping out the back of the cave as quickly and silently as he arrives. Hey, look at that. Conflict resolution without anyone getting slash bashed or split in half. Yeah, I found that out the hard way, unfortunately. So that was my bad. Your complete devotion and allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose to your life. Rapper's happy. At least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if it's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. I think he is more happy I chose him anyhow because
Well, I'm choosing overruling with him. Then again, that's always the case with him. Well, thank goodness that's behind us. Even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. That's a good one. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm feeling a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? I should have enough time to do this before he comes back, so I'm going to snoop around. Aha! You do some casual snooping and eventually find a gold coin. Too bad. It's completely useless. Didn't you also ask for your coin? Rapper is back, and he's carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Moonshine! I love moonshine! Non-0% chance of chlorine. Dwight did mention a bottle went missing from the pool shed. Oh, give me some of that, please. Well, do you want something to take the edge off like a skull jammed on the... Wait. Do you want to take... Oh my goodness. Well, do you want something to take the edge off like a skull jammed into a spike? You can't handle moonshine? I'm not drinking it. You damn right I do. A proper drink for a stressful day. I was trying to be polite. Not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I'm actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. But I'm quite charmed by your enthusiasm. I love it. Yay! Are we getting drunk though? He's drunk! Woo! Because you've shown you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches. And this time, I won't take no for an answer. And no interruptions either. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this. Hillbilly. Wow. A reference. That looks like something a kindergarten would make if they had been blindfolded. I cannot complain about this. I love its illustration. Well, what do you think of it? It is amazing. I don't care. I ain't criticizing art. That is art. Narrator, you could shut me up over that one, but it is art. You could take art and put it up your fart. Wait, put it up your fart. I mean, fart hole, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? I love it. You have some real skill, and I hope you continue putting time into developing this passion of yours. You really think so? Or are you just being polite? I'm an artist. I know what I like. Politeness? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Seriously, it's great. What is this music? Is this what passion feels like? Oh my golly, I love it. Are you dumb or a liar? I'm just a dummy. Yeah, I am kind of thick. No shit. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to Trickster. My sketches are actually good. You really will get to see one soon too. So long as things go well. White and Claudette are back at the cave entrance. We said this time we're going to tell you the truth. No, we swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Here we go. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. Can we have the crab dinner? It's fine. I'm so hungry I could eat another horse. Another? Another like you've eaten one before? Or you've eaten a horse today? Yes. Best answer chosen. Yes to which one? Exactly. I don't think it matters, however. He did. Don't bother. You need to keep on schedule. Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. Much for the schedule. Yes, sir? Either of you want children?
Let's not talk about the fact they were fucking. Well, actually, they were doing something else. Shut.
We can't answer that. How can we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island or the freedom to die and stay dead. I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time. Unless I forget I said this. Please don't. Don't what? Forget. Forget what? My word. This is a nightmare. Now let's eat. I wonder how close to the ending I'm at now. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it all written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You said no, which is my name, but you know what, shush. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. You will not. Well, actually, neither am I. I'm streaming. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wait, he actually came over? Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram all of them on the screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. Your love on the line. Everyone is being very careful to not offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are at these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Yeah. However, since Spirit seems to be the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. So, you're saying to me that Spirit literally is out of the question of having anything towards me. Well, there's your verdict for that one, folks. So, remember that one. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is at least we can do. No, it is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunting synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. You mean beetle? Oh, don't say the name 3 times. No. Stop them from saying that. Beetle shrimp? Beetle shrimp? The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp? Is this some new species? Because I've hunted many beetles and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Experience says they've got hypnotic powers. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also, something to do with dancing? I wasn't gonna say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say achoo. I sneezed. Excuse you, No, you were saying, Trapper. You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. Oh, you mean yourself, whelp. Then, giant osprey whooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Oh, I see what you're doing. This is a smart thing he just did. Yeah, okay. Good thinking. There we go. Trapper? Hey, I've never seen this peculiar severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural reference we get mixed up with, is all. Well, this makes sense. We don't want to summon out that name, especially on this island. Who knows what could happen? Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Wait, me? Oh, okay, it is gonna be me. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Let me just do this, because what I want to do is I want to experiment. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Recap your day honestly. I spent a lot of time at his... Stop right there! Stop right now! Right now! There will be no recapping of any kind. And no, we'll talk later. Oh no. You chose badly. Good thing I did this. I'm just gonna say nothing. What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that a real smile from Trapper? My God, this is terrifying. Well, he approves my message, so you know. Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. White and Claudette bring up dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean Bond? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Oh, frick, I read the wrong one. I mean, I did the wrong voice. No! Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate. Take your napkin. Dust crumbs off the table. I actually ate the food? What did I eat then? Well, I'm gonna have to assume it has something to do with, human. It was the best ham and bacon food I've ever ate. Yum. What would you like to say to the servants? I'm going to compliment, just so I'm on the safer side. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. I mean, you're kind of stuck here anyhow, so, You flip a coin in their direct... Oh, I still have the coin! Oh, stop. For us? Just for doing our jobs? Of course. Then thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that would change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Wait, what? I read that kind of weird, but that's okay. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. It was the narrator's doing. But that's not to be said. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire. I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. You Freddy Krueger? And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith's complaining. Poor fella. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin. Wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I think he's already telling the story, though. I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. He knows. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happened. Nothing happened. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. This is a bad omen, I could say. Oh, hello everyone. You guys making it. Now then, what is going on? Oh, cool. No, oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. They're not wanting me to read a story, are they? So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or should we play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? I had a feeling they would. Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. He actually was trying to take a swing at me? Wow. I thought this guy was a little, calmer, but not like that. Try not to bore us. Kind of want to do a save in case. Oh well. We're just very interested in you. That's a killer's little topic right there, I would say. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we could start to pretend it's not here and does it, trying to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Nono was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'm going to tell my story. Sure. I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery, cutie pie. The cutie pie is the addition I made. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Ooh. Let's see. Adventure. I would say adventure is something to what Grapper has leaned over towards. He seems to be that kind of person who likes those kinds of things. Action is an instinct because of Huntress. Romance is hand in hand of either Wraith or Spirit. But I guess depending on the mood, it can also determine as to whether it is Wraith or Spirit. Actually, I'm going to give a reflection towards Spirit's story. So, at least allowing her to have a little bit of casted light. Since I have, had the less interest over her, I may as well, give her the chance. I'll tell a romantic story. Oh, golly. About two lovers take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong hunters who meet when they are both trying to bulge in the same wily Wolverine? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They're still interested. Okay, we're getting somewhere. They couldn't have been more different. And yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's study. Well, I wonder if I should have chosen the other one, or any of the other ones, because since these two specifically became curious about this, and this major is involved in the women's studies, I'm pretty sure their interests are going to be very piqued. And the other two are going to groan. I'm sorry, Trap. Oh, no. I'll just roll with it for now. They were married within 2 months. Dude. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? Exactly. It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is fiercely attempting to catch your eye from across the fire. Oh no! So, which one of you killers wants to try out my rose? No, I'm not going to kill you with it. No. That's not what this rose is for. I'm just going to simply, hand it to you. And if there's thorns on it, maybe you can make use of it in any way. I'm just saying. Your decision. Anyways. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Aw, he doesn't like romance. Bro ain't a bromance, man. Womp womp. Okay. that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. Wait, I thought they were interested. They looked, boggled-eyed over me. They, really wanted to know, what is it that, makes me turn or whatnot. I think this is a very appropriate choice to make. So what else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Well, oh, golly. I might just need to, roll a die. You know what, actually? Yeah, I'll roll a d12. And that'll be the choice I make. Oh, wow. I was thinking in the clockwise. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I guess, Spirit, you get another chance. Look at you, girl. 2 for 2. Well, yeah, let's do it. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. I could have chose Trapper, but I rolled the die. Oh. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bribe. Wait, what? It's called The Bribe. Technically, I suppose, the fiancé. So they weren't married yet? One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so that they could join matrimonially and unite their souls for eternity. For the latest bridal tense, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Is that not like saying an abandoned farmhouse? Together? Oh, well, okay, never mind. It is an abandoned farmhouse. All right, together, they spent months planning the detail of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi. Lilikoi? Is that a flavor? What in the world is a Lilikoi? Lilikoi fruit. Oh! So it's a passion fruit. That's an... Wait. What? Oh, okay. It's a Hawaiian name for a passion fruit. That's an interesting thing to know. Now you guys know that. When it came time to figuring out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much the entire relationship, so he's probably not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflower that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the The blessed booms. The blessed booms. The dynamite flowers. She spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they would be at the height of their freshness and beauty. In amour with in amour with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, the fiancé, since they are not yet married, became obsessed with knowing how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of their big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her routes, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in the basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before. And just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms, so very vibrant and colorful. She became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower. And every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried away by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped onto a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were subtly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees have been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back. The path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there was no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. Are we talking about spirit? Now don't try telling me this ain't no coincidence. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots and sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressures off the individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. I love how you word it like that. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. So we mentioned about breaking the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Narrator, you are fired. Tell me, Nono, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? I was going to save. You know what? Actually, just in case. Like, I don't think I'm going to need to worry too much on that, but just in case. No, that's that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seemingly move on with the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap crap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. I want to play that scene again. Okay. You have enough. You have fun tonight. And try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why do you say the words wink wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. I mean, that's narrator's thing, so you can't, Oh, well, actually, he's blinking, so that's kind of winking. And you know what? Doesn't matter. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. So is she actually a murdering killer, or what is she? You know what? Now I'm very curious of her now. Oh, I guess it don't matter anyhow. Today, here's somebody trash talking Spirit. Deal me in. Oh, jeez. Not Trapper. Well, that's what I get. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I could soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talks about burn things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough with these activities to have to be set next to a literal fire. I must be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turn it around as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. I know, spiny legs, you're probably tired before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Nono is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant statue, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. I think she makes a great point there. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that cooperations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Yeah, I made that mistake already, so I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking some locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. I don't know how to tell you this, sister, but you kind of are in it. It's like she's actively trying to be It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me?
Soup.
Despite Trapper's unsatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else's, is still on you for a moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives. Or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you run off with for an evening activity? Actually, I think I ran off with just about everyone. No, wait, no. I ran off with Trapper. I ran off with Huntress. I believe I ran off with Wraith, but I did need him in order to help fall asleep. So I have chosen Spirit quite a few times already. So I think Wraith has not received a lot of attention now. I probably should have chose Wraith and then chose... No, I don't know. Golly. I'm just saying, you might not get a lot of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Islands comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that is taken. Oh, that wasn't taken. Okay. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. You know what? I'm going to lean this over to between Wraith and Spirit because I've already seen these two. So I'm going to use heads for Wraith, tails for Spirit. We're going to flip a coin. We're going over to Wraith. All right, buddy. Let's see what you've got. Wraith? I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? Wait, what? No, I'm going with you. But I did pick you. Eh. What? Wraith immediately turns and runs away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you're getting into. What? Well, follow him. Yeah, I guess I don't have a choice then. You catch up to Wraith, and as usual, he appears a little anxious. I'm gonna be gentler. Ask him what's wrong. Hey, you seem a little off. What's wrong? Wraith stops and tries not to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You could tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's a big sigh again. Oh, there's that big sigh again. Sorry. Sometimes I get too in my head. You nod, understandably. No, understandingly. Tomato. Well, maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. Throwing a frisbee. Getting down and dirty in the sand. I'd like to throw the frisbee. We're on a beach. We could throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark, and I don't really like sports. It's like you know nothing about him. Just, you know what? Can I reload this? Oh, wait, maybe I can. Oh, sweet. So I guess just get down in the sand. I'm not gonna try to disappoint him. I'm trying to make him feel better. So yeah, let's get down and dirty in the sand. We're on the beach, so maybe we should get down and dirty in the sand. It would be a shame to let it go to waste. Just to make sure there's no confusion about your intentions. You wink. That will work. There's no way Wraith will misinterpret this. That's a great idea. But maybe we can both keep clean if I do. Oh. But maybe we can both keep clean if I go grab Dwight and get him dirty instead. As Wraith runs off to kidnap Dwight for some nefarious purpose, the narrator looks at you and smirks. Yes, the narrator is so smug about being right that they are now talking in the third person. All right, I get it. You're right. Thank you. Wraith returns with an exhausted-looking Dwight and some shovels. You realize you will now be buried Dwight. No. And you realize that you will now be burying Dwight in the sand and making a sand sculpture around his head. Oh, really? Let's see what's going to happen. It better be good, at least. Look, I know this isn't what you had in mind, but still, seems kind of fun. Okay, what sand sculpture do you want to build? Does a mermaid sound that good? I mean, I don't think he actually knows what a mermaid is. And a car? For all that he's actually done lately, I'm pretty sure he's at least familiar with what a car looks like. Yeah, we'll do a car. Let's put Dwight into a car. Wraith has a wide awakened night terror. His eyes go wide. He mumbles. The cars. Not the cars. Ask him why he's scared of cars. Why are you so scared of cars? Hearing the word again, he sobbers hard. Oh no. Not great at reading the room, are you? Through sniffles, he tries to explain. It's the car crusher. I don't want to go back to the car crusher. You put your hand on his shoulder until he calms down. Wraith turns to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but yes, it's over. I don't understand. Why is it a strange, beautiful weirdo? Wait, I just said that? I just called him a beautiful weirdo. Chat. You're all a beautiful weirdo. The gang all together again. Volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sideline watching everyone get sweaty. But it wasn't yesterday. It was 2 days ago. Jeez, learn to count. That's because it was. Oi. Wait, you're Aussie? Are you an Aussie? Oi. Oi, mate. You trying to be Aussie? Like a Fecklebur, you aren't trying to be an Aussie, are you? Now tell me for sure. Are you Kiwi or... I better shut up. I might offend somebody. Hope you liked my impression, to the most at least. All right, feels like I've been here a lot longer than I should say. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. What? Good thing you've really used your time good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the game. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Okay, so the brain is what? The brain is supposed to be the spirit. The mogul is the trapper. The basket case is Wraith. And the psychotic bunny girl, who else would that be? Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who no choose. No, why you do this? Okay, not yet. I'll get to that in a second. Who's ready for a round robin? What? Is that shuttlecock you're talking about? Shuttlecock is the British way of saying badminton. Just in case nobody didn't understand what I said. How round are we talking? No, not to eat. No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to... What? Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with, and then you can go back to reading your book. Stop talking. Hit us, Spirit. Don't say it like that. Figuratively, damn it, White. Yeah, figuratively, damn it. No, figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw canyon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be splitting in face off? All of them. Okay then. So hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Huh. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmosphere breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. Oh, I hope you didn't hear that. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Oh, she didn't want to be spotted with that. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting and treasure. What kind of treasure we're looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me and find out. Let me tell ya, it's primal stuff. Or no, primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confidence. Mysterious. I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell No privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these games, oh my goodness. I really don't know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whisper it to No? I like that. Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we'll have to find my Oh no. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. Maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Tramper, without further ado, would you like to make us would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Oh my god, they broke the fourth wall again. Heck. Stop it, you guys. We got the point already. Sometimes you just gotta say it. Yeah, they just did. I mean, they've already said it enough times. I felt like, yeah, it's a very good need. Why, yes. Thank you. I love to. So, No, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trample, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. So you did hear it. Well, and time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. All right, folks, this is it. We're gonna make this one last day go all the way. Now go dream about all those swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Wait, what? Did you two forget to mention something? But I thought this was a new day. What is this? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without slinging out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on. The signs were there. Didn't you read? Yeah, my dude. I already knew about it since day one. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oh no. So I literally have to break it down to one last person. Oh man. Well, I guess this is where it all comes down to it, folks. So let's just do one of these because I know what's gonna happen now. Ooh. Like a butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their hearts? Do you dare even try?
You mean... That's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it going to be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, chap? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in a sleep. No. Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an uglier crier. Eek. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? I think from all which that I have gone through right now, it has already been obvious on who was going to likely lead up to me at this point. Huntress is supposed to be my go-to match. No, wait. Oh my goodness, I said it wrong. Trapper is supposed to be my go-to match. Huntress is desperate over to me. But then again, I think anyone would understand the whole death by snoo thing. Wraith is determined, but he doesn't have confidence. And Spirit, well, I don't even think she had anything towards me, period. I mean, she's a cute looking girl, sure. But I feel like she hasn't shown, any sort of affection towards me. And she was very little. So I think the option is clear. I'm sorry, Spirit. But I will leave you to your book reading. Maybe there'll be a next time. As far as I can tell, everyone here has done terrible, terrible things. Trapper, Huntress, Wraith, you're killers. Sure, you're each quirky and cute in your own way, but that doesn't change the fact that you kill. You've killed in the past. You'll almost certainly kill again. I get that. I could work with that. I kill time all the time, so... But you, Spirit, I don't know what the hell your deal is. You don't seem to deserve to be here. At least, not on the outside. So what's on the inside? I'm truly afraid to find out. So I'm gonna have to let you go. Were you talking to me? Sorry, my mind was wandering. Yep, my point exactly. Has anyone seen where I left my sunglasses? Can someone just Huntress, can you pass her some sunglasses? I was just saying that I'm eliminating you from the competition, which I am sort of putting together is a competition. Oh, really? Okay. So no reaction whatsoever. So nobody has seen my sunglasses. I swear. I'm going to just embrace the grandma. No, wait. I'm just going to embrace the grandma life and get one of those bands that connects around your neck so you can't lose your glasses whenever you take them off. They'll just hang on your chest. What do you call those things? Suspenders. Oh, eyeglasses straps. Well, there's suspenders too. I think you just call it an eyeglasses strap, or maybe an eyeglass retainer, or you sure you're okay with this? I thought you might get upset. Nah, I couldn't care less. She smiles. If anyone needs me, I'll be, I don't know, wherever the hell I want to be. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Yes, that's a good idea. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. What broken heart? Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with No when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone. Again. That's right. We're sending our eliminated player home with... No! She's gonna hate you all! She's gonna hate you all even more! You guys are stupid! Did you not think what she cared more over? Oh, that is so stupid of... You know what? I'm just gonna let them I'll let them do their thing. They're gonna regret it later. Their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's white tested. Ugh. Don't ever say that again. Claudette approved. And don't say that either. I hope you sleep well tonight, No. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. I don't know how, but sure. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. She doesn't hate me. She just never liked me. How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette comes back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two, schedule. Oh, okay. That's just how it all goes. Wow, what a crazy way to end a day. An elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of a game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Oh, we're gonna also talk to Spirit about this. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know. Ooh, that shroudness there. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm a really my goodness. I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is skewed by an... Why did you bring that up? Your mother is skewed by an elk when you were young? Yeah, how do you know? Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. Also, because he's the narrator, so, you know. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree. I'm feeling peckish. I really don't know what's going... No, I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, no. Sorry. I'm still... No, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. The way, or another. I won't be here for much longer. How would you say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Nono's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Nono's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Ahem. Spirit, you gonna say anything? No? You're just gonna clear your katana and silently stare out ahead to the medium distance like that all night? Alright. Look, the katana is clean. I mean, not really. It's completely destroyed and held together by ancient magic, but not getting any clearer. That's for damn sure. Why'd you have to piss her off more like that? What? You're not... No. What? No. You're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. Dude, roast him. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. Like, have you seen inside my drawers? That's a real machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie. Kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing with a new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media. NFT. What the hell did that mean? What did that mean? I'm gonna find it out. I only know some abbreviations. Non-fungible token. Okay. So in other words, he's not a cheapskate. Okay. New social media non-fugitive token crypto app. But no, it's fungible. Well, whatever. And doing these private gigs over an IP island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghostface. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to. I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Man. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See you around, Nono. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. Wait, we never even got to know your name. You do? Yes. Seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No! No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How do you even... how are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay. Okay. Rude.
Fine. Let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Wait, what?
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. How does an ocean go to the You know what? Never mind. We're not talking game logics. We're talking reality check.
It's okay. Never mind. Did he just piss on the floor? Or it?
It just pissed on the floor, didn't it? Never mind. What does that even mean? No, not you too. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Sorry, my bladder couldn't hold itself together. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed. I was joking on the pee part, okay? I didn't literally mean it. How is that possible? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourself. I've got something to confess. So we're talking about non-confessional and this story is so well written all over the place. Goodness, it's all wishy-washy, like the ocean. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Spirit get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt even a joy. You wanted her gone? Dude, what is this scenario going on to? What the hell is going on? Every moment that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? This unrelenting, oh my goodness. The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? I think you're tackling the narrator on this then. But please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes. Huh. That was a weird way to end. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough. Someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had a shot to annoy me tonight. So hit the hay and get to the rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Here we go, folks. We're about to wrap it up finally. Can't believe it. After all this time. Off sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with it. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. White and Claudette approach. Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach fluttered with butterflies. Someone's in love. Shush. or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably a little thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. The scene where reminiscence of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly a message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of the several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? No, fuck the guy. We paid him good money to make some half-ass cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out before they walk you over to the big moment. Don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, No. It can't be easy getting thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses. What are you implying? Murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspirately. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets. And if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound good. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, you and Trapper have been spending a lot of time together, and he hasn't killed you. Which is good. I mean, for you it's good, because you're some sort of masochist. You what? What? Well, why would you direct me in that kind of quotation? Oh, man. I know I'm loyal, but... So I guess either way, I'm going to have to take myself to, I will have to confess all to one of them. This orientation of this whole thing has just been a mess since the start. Where do I begin? So you do you, hon. This is Murderer's Island, not a king shame island. Fuck you, you are king shaming me. So, are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad. We're on a schedule. Is this where I can finally make my save? You know what? I'm doing a save. Because I might have to change the answers to see where I go with this. Oh, man. I'm not sure how I feel about this after all this. Like, Spirit probably could have had a thing. Probably. But I'd have had to choose the route of all her. But then again, I'm just me. So, let's just, see how things go. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not just talking about the rusty chainsaws. Although I do recommend staying away from the sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait! I had to do the drum roll for this. No. Wait. Oh, frick, I'm reading the wrong lines. It's time for the newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I'm supposed to do the drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? No. Who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flowering thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not the flower thing. the thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. Suppose, but no roses. There's such a cliche at this point. Well, look, I got a rose in my hand, so I'm gonna stay on the roll with the roses. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Well, I wonder where I've seen these before. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now. No. Oh, okay, so I guess it's at this point where I have to make the choosing. I'm gonna experiment this. So, let's have a little fun. No. Who do you select to receive these flowers and spend a day with you today? You know what? After all that we have considered, and chat, I already know you know me. And anything else that I would ever consider, I have gone through, strong and weak. I have urged myself into the realms of darkness. All this that I've actually gone through. Man, oh man. Like, we've shown such a... You know what? I said I was going to experiment with this. Let's see what Trapper's route takes me. And if nothing good happens... Wait, actually, you know what I can also do? Oh, I can't do the other save. Well, let's experiment. Trapper, let's start with you. You step past all the much kinder and more thoughtful characters, and for reasons I suppose I may never understand, you approach Trapper. Trapper, you have stared my heart. Trapper lets out an audible groan. There's no one here who I'd rather spend the day with than you. I can't say that I blame you. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. This island, maybe the world. I'm gonna show you a day you'll never forget, and likely never recover from either. With charm like that, how could anyone resist? No, with charm like that, how can anyone resist? You walk to Trapper's cave with him. We've already had a chance to get to know one another a little bit, but I think we have some work left to do today. So I'm going to ask you an important question. Then I'm going to let you ask me one. Sure. What is it you most desire from this island? I'm leaning over towards these two. There was love included, but I think the one thing that has kind of set onto my mind was always to escape. I know that's probably not the right thing I want to say, but I'm pretty sure even he would understand my point of view of wanting to get off this island. So we're just gonna go with escape. I want to be free from this place. Free from what exactly? This island. This entire hellscape full of killers. You big baby. Okay, now you get to ask me one thing. What do you want to know? If he's hooked up with any other killer. Haha, no. Learn about his family, what he wants in a partner. What are you looking for in a significant other? A partner in crime, and maybe a business partner as well, which I also include a lot of crimes. Excuse me, sir, but we have been sent here to remind you about the thing. You can't go to your special place until you handle it. Wait, what? You know, the thing you already have spoken about. What? Aw, shit. The thing. Yeah. All right. I'll do the thing. Look, no. I got in a little bit of trouble. Apparently spending time with me isn't fun. As though any of this is supposed to be fun. You're on Murderer's Island. Why would that be fun? Why would that be fun? But for reasons I can't begin to comprehend, apparently the other killers let their dates actually have some kind of juvenile wheel-spinning playtime. So I'm supposed to do the same today. If you ask me, it's total bullshit from a power-hungry boss who can't get out of his own hand. No, who can't get out of his own way. But there's nothing I can do. So, you're gonna play a little game. Around this island, there are hidden little bear traps. A lot of hidden bear traps, actually. Some would say too many bear traps. Some are wrong. Your job is simple. Spot them all. Run around, sing a song, skip or dance or whatever. I don't care what dumb stuff you do add to this. Just make sure you catch every trap. Got it? Good. Spot the trap. Perfect! Nice! Perfect! Not bad. Perfect! My goodness. Ooh, not bad. Whoopie-doo, you did it! Was that perfect? No, I was expecting it to be. If I'm being honest, no. If I wanted perfection, I have done it myself. Now, can we go to my special place? Yes, and remember to really have a good time in there. So everything is going pretty good. I'm very impressed so far. Seems unlikely, but sure. You enter Trapper's a secret cave. Water shimmers, casting long shadows along the walls. Don't forget about the water. Yeah, we don't want to forget that. I'm now going to take you somewhere I've only ever taken one other person. This is the most intimate thing I can think of to do with another person that involves wearing clothes. Well, with clothes, but without murder. I hope you appreciate the trust I'm putting in on you now. Trapper walks you over to a barricaded section of the cave wall and starts ripping off secured board like they're popsicle sticks. That's pretty hot, right? Yeah, it is. It's okay to admit it's hot. He's a rich, sentient piece of marble. Soak it in like blood on a carpet. Yeah. This tunnel is very important to me and my family. Would you like to see it now? Only if he promises not to kill me. You know what? I will say this. I'm not going into a dark tunnel with you unless I have your word you won't kill me. Smart! Very smart! Okay, I promise. I am so good at this. And I assure you, my promises mean something. I am a man of my word. I love this guy. I almost did the voice of Trapper. You prepare to enter the special mysterious tunnel. The secrets it must hold. The excellent The excitement is almost too much. I'm back in Labyrinthine all of a sudden. Now this is... What the hell? This is it? It's just an old mining cave. It's dirty. It's smelly. The rats are the size of wombat. Spending a single minute in here is 5 minutes too long. And Trapper obviously could not be more proud of it. I didn't even know he could smile like that. This is where I feel most comfortable. And I'm finally willing to truly get real with you inside these walls. Will you do the same with me? Will you share something real? Maybe something about yourself that you don't like tell others? I'll do the same after. Take my advice. Share something with them. I would actually love to do that anyway. So, what do you want to share with me? Meaningless elementary school problems. Room element. You know what? I'm gonna fess up. My darkest secret is that I know everything about you. Evan McMillan. What? Evan McMillan? Everything. Who is this guy? I know what turns you on. I know why you love this mining cave. I know what you did to the people you cared about. And I know what you do to those people who fall into your traps. And all of it turns me on. All of it. Dude, what the hell happened to me? I just became a psychopath. Also, one time, I accidentally set my neighbor's treehouse on fire. The damage was extensive. Yeah, I thought I was weird. Maybe you should wear this. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I won his swollen pride envy. That is beautiful how it turned around like that so quick. Beautiful. Or better yet, don't wear anything at all. But patience is the best way to trap your prey. Besides, I owe you a dark secret too. My darkest secret is that I give it all up. The money, the power, even my physique. If I could go back in time and follow my heart. Wow, he actually opened up that heart. Wow. Once, a long time ago, I wanted nothing more than to be an artist. But my father refused. He was a harsh man who loved no one, only control. That's a drunken bastard right there. He did make me the man I am today, though, so it was worth it, don't you think? I think you could still follow your passion. You can be somebody as ruthless and killing you can be, but there is always a way of following a dream. Why can't you be an artist right now? You're never too old to try something new. No, it's too late. You'll see. Thing is, you can't become the most important person of your life without meeting the person who holds that position now. That's right. I brought you here to meet him. No. This is my father. Wow! That was unexpected. Good grief! He's an emaciated old man clinging to life by the thinnest of threads. I wasn't expecting him to actually be alive, though. This is the man, the myth, the legend behind the McMillan fortune. What do you think of him? I'm just gonna ask, is he okay? Are you okay, sir? I don't know. Do I? No. I don't know. Do I look okay to you, idiot? Help me, damn it. I've been trapped here for so very long. Right? I've been here for a long time. Or has it been forever? My dad isn't as strong as he once was, physically or mentally. I keep him here for his own protection. It's for his own good. You believe me, right? I'm just gonna follow along and believe him. Of course I believe you. You're an honest person. No, not always. But the truth is, I don't know what the truth is. That's kind of sad. I don't know why I keep him here, but it does keep him safe. But I'm not exactly feeding him or taking care of him. How is he able to survive? I love my father, truly. He made me who I am, taught me how to be strong and ruthless in a world that only rewards power. There's only one thing that I feel more strongly than my love for him, and that is my hate for him. I hate him, exactly, because he made me who I am. That's why I keep hiding away. No, that's why I keep him hiding away from my many enemies who have long waited to exact revenge on him. But that's also why I keep him like this, tortured and living in darkness. He's both a testament to my power and a living corpse who refuses to die on his own and free me from his grip. So, would it be likely I could, I don't know, murder him? Or no, I don't know if I want to do that. It sounds like it would be a good way to, break the chains and whatnot, but that would completely ruin out the whole love mean, and he would have more distrust for me. He's still alive for now, though, so I want to hear what he thinks of you. I need to see if he finds you worthy of the McMillan name and legacy. His mind is fractured, but he retains enough to be a judge of people. This is your final test. Are you ready? Wait, what? What the? Hold on a second. I need to do another save, but I'm not gonna save over this. I'm gonna save over here, just in case. I did not expect it all of a sudden to go this way. And the other thing is, I wanted to save over the other one in case of anything else. I did not expect this to suddenly take place. So, darn. And it auto-save too. Well, maybe that's not a bad thing. Wait, hold on. Could I load up that location if I wanted to? Oh, no, I can't. Well, there's only one way forward. And if I remember all these lines, I might be able to come back to that very exact spot. But who knows? I wanted to experiment, but that's okay. Wait, don't answer, chat. No, wait, don't answer that. You have no choice. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. And considering what you're about to do is really difficult, I want to be fair. So before my father asks you some questions, I'm gonna let you ask him some questions. You should really have an idea of who he is before I put your life on his hands. I mean, our relationship in his hands. Ah, screw it. You must realize by now that your life has been in danger every second you've been with me. If you haven't, well, shit, you're not very smart. Anyway, go ahead. You only get 3 questions though, so make them count. What do you want to ask my father first? Where are you? Yeah, I'm gonna ask him where he's from. I'll ask about his name later. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? I wouldn't spit on you, let alone answer that. Next question. My goodness. What was Trapper's mother's like? Oh, do you have a personal creed you live by? You know what? What was his mother like? What was Trapper's mother like? How dare you ask me that, worm? Next question. Any advice for wooing your son? What can I do to impress you? Is there anything I could say or do that will make you like me, sir? You sound like a maggot. No more questions from you. Well, that was fun to watch. On this island, we call this full Father Macmillan experience. My golly. I hope that was an illuminating. I hope that was as illuminating for you as it meant to be. It was necessary, though. Trust me. Still, I would like to apologize. Usually, my father is much meaner. He must be going soft. Maybe he's just saving his best, most honest self for his questions. Hey, Dad, it's your turn. You can ask No anything you want. Now, No, answer right, and we can take things to the next level. You know what? I can't trust myself. All right, let's do this. Answer wrong, and, well, just answer right. Go ahead, Father. Would you ever let someone stand in the way of what you want? Never. No, never. Good answer. What do you truly want from my son? A partner in crime. The same thing he wants, a partner in crime. Do you mean that literally or metaphorically? Well, literally, actually. Literally. Good answer. Would you ever hurt my son? Physically or emotionally? Answer the damn question. Would you ever hurt my son? I am not allowed of hurting, so that's his job. So, you know what I'm gonna have to say? No, I wouldn't. Is that because you're a damn fool or a coward? Those aren't very fair options. Did you just use the word fair with me? I'll mark you down as a fool. But a fool can still be useful for a time. What I want to know is whether you are also a coward, are you? Everyone is scared sometimes. Hell no! No, I'm not a coward, you jerk. Good answer. Maybe you're not a complete fool. Dude, he loved my narcissist accent. The narcissist accent? Behavior. Now, the final and most important question. Like, that was already 3. What do you mean? Do you want to hear embarrassing stories about my son as a baby? Oh my word. Before you could say yes, Trapper goes into a rage. No, you damn you, Father. Turning me into a monster was bad enough. You have to embarrass me too? Back into the darkness you go. No, I don't like the dark. It's cold and the rats have started to utilize. I have a giant surprise for you when I get back. Hug. Oh, huge. Now that he's gone, what do you want to do while you wait? I'll look around again. Ha! I keep finding these. You look around and you find a gold coin. Better save that for later, in case you want to buy something in this tunnel, I guess. Trapper returns, but he stands in the shadows where you can't really see him. I hope you're ready for a gargantuan surprise. Oh my! I'm so glad that... Wow. I bet you nobody was prepared for that right there, because I wasn't. Wow, that is definitely the smallest Speedo he could possibly pull off without us getting an adults only rating. Yes, thank you, Twitch. This is not my idea. This was totally them. Please do not suspend me. Is he? Dude, look at his face. He wants to give me a kiss or something. I don't know. Then again, if you're really not an adult, what are you doing playing this game? Of course, 18 plus is marked on my channel. You should probably say something. What do you want to say? I do not know if this is a good idea, but I'm gonna go with this. Finally, what do you think? I've put up with these 3 days of tedious bullshit for this moment. It's go time. Woo! We're about to do it, folks. This is it. This is the moment I waited. I think I skipped a little bit and not realized that I gotta do this first before anything else. Unfortunately for you, we're not legally allowed to describe the noises that are produced in the cave over a period of time that can be best described as displayed as uncomfortably long. Well, that's okay. I got just the thing for you. Cue the scene again. All right, there we go. That was a real needed scene. So yeah, that actually did happen. So, knocked boots so hard we woke up in an entirely different, knocked boots so hard we woke up in an entirely different part of the private cave system. Yeah, that was good. Obviously it was great for you, right? It was. Yeah, the best. Hell yeah. Trapper, no, the time has come. Return to the beach! You have no idea how close I just came to killing you both. You're lucky I'm in a very good mood. Damn, this is it. Welcome back to where it all started. It's time to find out how Trapper really feels about you. Uh-oh. The fact that he's back to his normal bathing suit doesn't seem like a good sign. Also, when the hell did he have time to put it back on? Didn't you walk over here with him? We just multitask. Jeez, we must really be at the end. Oh shit, he looks nonplussed. Look, I'll be honest, I've been trying to kill you for 3 days. I set up countless traps, both literal and metaphorical, looking for a reason or a way to make you end up in a disembodied head that somebody accidentally digs up on the beach. Hey, that creepy face from the beginning makes a little more sense now, at least. But you avoided all of them. Kudos. Sincerely, it wasn't easy. No, it wasn't easy. You're pretty smart. Well, minus the part where you would have been a much easier time than literally anywhere else. Seriously, those 3 maggots are having way more fun on this island. I promise that's what everyone will be saying when the message boards. Also, I can't believe you agreed to bone without knowing if I actually liked you. Haven't you ever seen the final few episodes of basically any dating competition show? Ha! I Love You, Colonel Sanders, for instance? Not that I watch dating competitions shows. Oh, you mean that? Oh. Well, I haven't even watched one of them, so I don't know. Also, what's with his face all of a sudden? Anyway, the bad news is that bad news is that I'm really just not into you that way. Aww. Bad face. The good news is that I have no desire to kill you, which is amazing. Not just for you, but for me. I rarely feel this way. That's why I think we'd be better off as friends. I haven't had a friend in a very long time, though. And my last friends betrayed me. That's why I hate friends, so technically, I hate you too. Even if I don't hate you enough to kill you. I know it's weird, but shit, look around you. What else did you expect? This whole thing puts me in an awkward spot. I technically hate you, but not really. And definitely not enough to kill you. I guess there's only one thing left to do with you. The same thing I do with everyone else. No, the same thing I do to everyone I don't want to kill. That means you get to live forever in that tunnel with my dad.
Hold up! Your dad? The tortured old man you've kept imprisoned?
I don't want to. It's not so bad. No, wait. It's not true. It's awful. This whole thing sort of seems unfair, doesn't it? And maybe anticlimactic. Well, doesn't matter. I've made my decision, and there's nothing you can do about it. My advice is to just try to make the best for it. Developing a taste of rat meat will go a long way toward doing so. But that'll shorten the food's, supplies. Anyway. Okay. Enjoy the darkness and my piece of shit father. Oh, hey. Please, be cool if I bring any other dates over. You what? You would cheat on me? Tough break, no. You really did get close to everything. Now you could spend the rest of eternity getting close to Trapper's dad. He bites worse than the rat. That's not fair, but it's true, I do. But maybe with an infinite amount of time, you'll learn to like each other. We won't. I just realized there's blood in the back of him. Oh no, that's not blood. Never mind. At the very least, that should be long enough to find out what really happened to his wife. Don't you dare speak of her! Meanwhile, I'm heading to the other island with all the much more famous killers. I'd tell you how to get there, but, you live in a tunnel now. But thanks for playing, and sorry for everything, especially your life choices.
And so, my precious killers live happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far. You should probably know that. That you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, No. See you again later, and again, and again, and again. Forever!
Wow. We actually concluded this. I didn't actually think I was going to finally get to the end. I wasn't sure if I was going to hold off until our next stream, but if I do come back to this, I'm definitely going to see what other, developments of the story I can get. But having that with Trapper, well, we got the Trapper ending, which is good, I guess. I mean, I wasn't sure if that's actually to be good to say, but heck, I made it anyhow, and that was all that matters. Wow. Well, I just got the one down ending of the achievement. I mean, yeah, I just got an achievement, so it's all done. All right, that I felt kind of great actually. I feel pretty satisfied with all that happened. I don't know what final words I want to give, other than if I were to recommend a game, a dating game. I mean, I think this would probably be one of them to go for. Seriously though, this has a lot of perplexuous, dialogue involved. I mean, a lot of, breaking the fourth wall kind of gig, but that's kind of what you expected of this game from like literally the start all the way to this point. Anyway, I'm not gonna say otherwise. I'm just looking at the credits of all those that get the credit. Like Sean Brown or Audie La Liberté or Howard Albuquerque. I didn't actually think somebody had a last name like that. Oh, good for them. Bjorn Van den Schmissen. Amine. Not anime, it's Emine. The Dep. I don't even know what that is. I want to say it's Italian. Wow. Can I scroll through this faster? No, I can't. Wow, look at all these names. Thank you for playing. Yeah, whenever I get the chance, I definitely need to come back to see what the other stories are going to look like. I have no idea how any of the other ones are going to turn out, but that doesn't matter. I mainly wanted to do this because I wanted to get the VOD out. So I'm very happy over this. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'm not going to do any sort of raid out, but I am going to tell you guys that I am very happy with how things turned out. Did that real quick, just so that I could at least make a more, conclusive conversation before I finally wrap it all up. All right, but anyways, ladies and gents, I'm glad you guys enjoyed what has happened. I definitely need to do more about whatever. I think this was the same music I had played before. Oh, what do you know? All right, but anyways, I'll just skip right over to. Ooh, this one. There. So, anyway, I'm very happy as to what happened. But if you guys want to follow up with me, you are more than welcome checking out my schedule command. Everything on the schedule command is as same as it always has been. But if you guys want to follow up with my socials, you are more than welcome of following up all these socials that I have listed here. Otherwise, if you want to join our Discord, you can join the Awesome Show and Shenanigans for the Team Rascal and Ninjas. I am not going to raid out, but I will definitely see you guys on the next day. So the time is this as it shows, and I am coming back to something that I recently found out is already out, so I got to continue on the story. So until next time, and as of always, this here is Ninja Comedy. I'm signing out, and I'll see you guys for another awesome time. So stay safe, stay awesome, and of course, take good care of yourselves no matter where you are around the world, because I love your faces all so much, all you lovely beings. So with that being said, you all take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye-bye!